Okay, what about Rocky goes to Belgium and fights the Belgian Prime Minister? No. Rocky gets into a fight with a kid in his neighborhood and has to fight the kid's dad, and they fight it out on the streets of the neighborhood. How about this? Rocky gets into a fight with a guy, and Rocky's got flubber in his boxing glove, knocks a guy to the moon.
No. How about Rocky really knocks the hell out of an annoying talk show host?
One second.
Yo, Dave, where you going?
But you know, we know you. I mean, you're of course Rocky, and then everything else we mentioned. How many films have you done?
I think about 30. Demolition Man is my 30th.
And as I think we covered this one other time, the total combined revenue generated by your motion pictures is close to like $1 billion, isn't it? Maybe more than $1 billion.
Well, who's counting? I mean, let me see. No, actually, you never know, because it all depends if you're doing well and the press likes you, it's $1 billion, $2 billion. If you're doing bad, it's like, well, he couldn't pay for a hoagie. So it's, his career is more mysterious than crib death.
No.
I've had some bad reviews.
But we understand you for what you are and your accomplishments and all your success. However, as with everyone else, there was a beginning.
Yes.
And we have a little film.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
How back? How far back?
I don't know how far back, but
there's not an X in front of the.
No, it's
okay.
all right. It's all right. But this film is long before you were Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Box Office Blockbuster, Mr. Action Adventure. Go ahead and roll it, Hal. Here's Sylvester Stallone as a kid.
Introducing the Elegant Shave, new rapid shave cologne scent. They asked us to try it out.
Got a great fragrance. I may shave more often.
You got a shave? You might as well make it interesting.
It surrounds my face with what I deserve. That.
Yes, sir.
Dave, how are Sylvester Stallone and Flavor Flav getting along?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
I went to a baseball game. It was Rocky Day. It was like, I come home, it's fantastic.
Rocky Day.
It's Rocky. You find jokes and everything.
Okay, Rocky Day. All right, I'm sorry. No, it's Rocky Day. Forgive me.
It's Rocky Day in Philadelphia. So, Rocky Day, yeah, that's right. And so I go to the stadium, and it's a baseball game. There's 50,000 fans. I say, okay, Sylvester Stallone, I never played baseball in my life, is going to hit a ball against Steve Carlton. I said, who?
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay,
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
Bring him on.
Yeah,
How hard can
lefty.
it be?
Sure.
You know what I mean? How hard? You swat a fly, you hit a ball. To me, it's the same thing. No problem.
You knock him out.
Knock him out. Here it comes. So I'm on the mound. There's 55,000 people going, Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. Again, they expect me to take that ball and knock it somewhere past Pluto.
Jerk it out of the park.
Out of the
Exactly.
skin.
Yeah.
Forget Babe Ruth. It's over. They're going to name a candy bar after you. You know what I mean? It's like, they know you're special. So they say, unfortunately, Steve Carlton hurt a finger, and pitching for him is the Philly Fanatic. Now, I don't know. The Philly Fanatic, guys, is like a large sock, like a hamper with eyeballs. It's a thing. It's like, it's walking lint.
Yeah, like he's full of bad clams.
It is.
Yeah.
It's more than bad clams. It's your worst nightmare. So he gets out there. He's got this big butt with feathers coming out of it and eyes. Now, he takes and throws the first ball 30 feet in the air, and it maybe comes down at this speed. Strikes.
Yeah,
now,
the
audience goes, hey, and I sure, whoa, man, hey, okay, we'll give the benefit of the doubt, you know, maybe he still has his boxing gloves on, whatever. So, okay, now the Philly Fanatic gets on his knees behind second base, and he's going, and he rolls the ball, and I cannot hit it.
Very.
Now, the fans, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm having a
thought he had left.
flashback, okay? Are we in Vietnam? Okay. The fans at that moment now went from Rocky to schmuck, moron, loser, hideous creature, thing of the past.
It's Schmuck Day at the stadium suddenly.
It went from to Schmucky Day.
Now, everybody, I guess, knows in the movie you play the mayor of, not the mayor.
The sheriff.
The sheriff. You're the mayor of Coptown. That's right.
Yeah.
and you had to, like, beef up for the part.
Beef up. Well, you know, there was an aspect of the character that if he came in somewhat buffed,
Yeah.
muscular, whatever, it'd be really hard to kind of understand his plight, his sympathy. So they tried to convince me to eat everything taboo,
Yeah.
try to put on 30, 40 pounds, and just lose all the tricks or all the narcissism or all
Yeah.
the vanity.
Now let me ask you, let's get some statistics out of the way. When they came to you with this script, what did you weigh? Do you mind? Can I ask you what you weigh?
172.
172? All right, so they were asking you to go over the deuce, is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Way over the deuce.
But I at one point, I guess when we started this show, between this show and the old show, I had gained some weight, and I don't know what I weighed here in this shot. Can you see this? Roll that. There I was. So I know what you're talking about there. Oh, the laughs come fast and furious, don't they? I read in the paper a couple of weeks ago where you're purchased the rights to do a film about Formula One racing. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I'll buy my way. Just put me in the film.
You got a deal.
I just want to be in the movie. It's not a big part.
It's a deal.
Just something.
It's a deal.
I won't make trouble.
No, I swear.
I won't make trouble. Just, a shot of me with a hose. That's all. I just want to be in the movie.
You just want to be a hoser.
Yeah, just a hose guy. That's right.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking to embarrass you, but I wanted to be in this movie, and I wanted you to invite me to be in this movie, and I begged you to be in this movie. And I think the clip we're going to see here now is me saying I'll do anything to be in the movie. And I think you said, you got it. It's a done deal. Take a look. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I'll buy my way. Just put me in the film.
You got a deal.
I just want to be in the movie. It's not a big part.
It's a deal. It's a deal.
Just something.
It's a deal.
I won't make trouble.
No, I swear.
it's a deal. It's a deal, he said.
Oh.
I had to turn the New York Times loose on you.
It's like Stallone and Pinocchio. It's like, well, I changed my mind. I'm entitled.
Yes, you are. It's show business, after all.
Nice to see you again. Now, you...
About that $3 billion.
Yeah, it's
Bruce?
pretty nice, isn't it?
Bruce, I don't have it. You must.
I'm here to support my friend Sylvester Stallone.
Now, do you guys do stuff together? Do you go out and
Well, I do. I help him get home at night. We do a good thing. It's a good thing.
Reads me a little story.
I clean,
put him to sleep?
I shake the spit out of his harmonica. I got important things.
Ooh, that's a real friend.
That's
by God.
friendship.
Yeah, it'll rust if you don't do that.
$3 billion right there, sitting right next to you, Dave. $3 billion.
And what do you also spend time with the governor of California, is that right?
We do, actually, every Saturday. At one time, Arnold and I were kind of like, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Really?
Yeah, Cain and Abel, Ruth and Buzzy. We just weren't working together.
Ruth and Buzzy.
I don't know. And anyway, after our careers, he's very competitive. And he became governor, and then I thought, well, good luck and all that. And then
He said, good luck.
Ciao, Bella. And then we started to build this relationship, and there's a place called Cafe Roma. We go out there and smoke a cigar, and before you know it, they just started banning smoking. The next thing I know, the governor and I are like in an alley trying to grab a few puffs and discussing like how we can get, balance everything, balance the budget. And I said I can balance it on my shoulder, with my finger, I can nothing else. But anyway, he saw the first version of Rambo. I thought, how ironic is a fellow, who's your main competition, be the guy who would see it. And he called up and said, it really stinks. So I say thank you.
I don't believe that he would say that.
No, he really liked it.
But what is it? Can you give us any insight as to what he might do when he leaves the governor's mansion in Sacramento? Is he coming back to making films? What else? He can't really run for anything else, can he?
Well, actually,
can he run for the Senate or the Congress?
No, I think he's actually going to run marathons. I heard that, Bruce.
Really?
Whatever, yeah. 10K.
Start slowly. fun run to begin with.
No,
of
I
course.
think you know what this fella here he's like a genius. You know, this is why you never judge a muscular book by its cover.
Yeah.
Like I'm like a muscular magazine. He's a muscular book, and what he does, you just can't tell.
Well, at the beginning, everybody thought, oh, he's a bonehead. That's what they
Oh,
thought.
no.
And then he comes in, and he got himself in a little bit of trouble early on, and then he was able to right the ship, and now I understand he's beloved in
He's
California.
beloved, and he's just learned how to walk on water. It's unbelievable.
What?
Yeah. He's doing great.
You must know Paul Tuttle and his son.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they're here, and they brought a bunch of bikes down. And you look like the kind of guy that might ride a bike.
I can do a handstand on a bike.
No, don't start showing off, because we have no insurance. That's it. Thanks for watching. We gotta go. See you tomorrow night. Take care. I was thinking about this. I think the last time you were on the show, you and me and the Orange Chopper guys, Orange County Chopper guys, went for motorcycle rides. Who else was there? It was you and me.
Me and Bruce.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce and his harmonica, and it was really, it was rather, you know, you come with some great ideas, but that was not one of your better ones. It was, you have Bruce, who, like, a wonderful guy. I'm just, I don't know, like a bum, and he's in a suit.
Right.
We go outside in the rain with 3 bikers.
It was chilly.
And it was chilly, and these men are revving this thing up. Now, when you're not used to a bike, they have the custom flaming pipes. So imagine taking a waffle iron and dropping it down your pants.
Imagine.
I'm telling you, it was, I couldn't believe I'm dying.
And the other thing is, these motorcycles are, they're not for guys like me. They're probably more for
No,
guys like you,
no,
but
they're
they're
like- no.
just, well, you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm
They're
doing.
for guys that have a, you know, kind of like somewhere between a sense of adventure and a death wish.
Yeah, this is like for the mongrels would be
Yeah, that's
comfortable.
the mongrels.
Be
You're
comfortable,
right.
and we go out and it's raining, and I think, okay, you can only the streets go opposite directions every other
I know,
street.
sir.
So I get us all screwed up, and we end up over on 6th Avenue, and it's rush hour, and it's just we were gone for 45 minutes.
It's true. And we look like, you know, we're out there and it's, he's in a suit. I mean,
It just
we look
didn't
like
work.
Smells Angels. You know, like the biggest losers of all time. Like,
And you actually were burned on the pipe?
oh my God, man, I had fried cajoles found.
Really? But it burned you early?
Yeah, but it worked its way up.
Yeah. Well, I can't help you with that. But in terms of the daughters, their father is Sylvester Stallone. What is that? Does that come up at all?
It comes to blood because I said, you have a lot to live up to. Your father has killed many people and beaten up many people, and I want you to find a man that kind of resembles that, and that's not going to happen. So I've set a bar, kind of high bar. They can get married somewhere between 45 and 50.
Prime. Well, that's prime time for
And
first
it is,
marriages.
and I'm serious. And I've got like 10 places in Forest Lawn waiting for the guy who dares show up.
Well, it's nice that you're open-minded.
I know. I mean, the guy better come in a suit of armor with a lance and a horse.
Now, is it true that the girls are here?
Yeah, they are here. Of course, they're like in my DNA. They're everywhere.
Can we take a picture of them? Do you mind?
Yes, please.
They're in the green
I want
room
you to
back
meet the
there? Oh,
Nuggets.
there's the family. Look at that.
Wow.
And I can imagine that they just constantly, all right.
Yeah. I love that. ADD. Come to me.
But they of course just charm daddy. Whatever they want, they get. Whatever
Well,
they have.
yeah, I think, please, you have a choice. They sit there. See, girls cry, they bawl, they grow into fits, they lock themselves in bathrooms. Now, you know, how long can you stay in the bathroom? A man has like a 15-minute thing. I got to get out of the bathroom. They sit there. They have meals sent in. Okay, I want to see you by the time you're 16. Get out. I want to say like
Meal service in the bathroom.
like,
Tell me the story about when you were early in show business. There's an award show. Maybe it's about Rocky, and you meet the legendary icon.
no, it's a People's Choice Award. I didn't even have a tuxedo, so I went out to a shop like Sam's Rent-A-Tux, and where they're still damp from the night before. I'm serious. It was bad. So I went, boy, I want that blue one. You know, you ever see the baby blue ones?
Yeah.
And I got the frill and the tie that if you're caught in a backdraft, you're going to be pushed forward.
Yeah.
It was big, like the Wright brother
Sure.
type tie.
Yeah.
And I'm in the room there looking like I'm part of a bad band. And all of a sudden I see this fella and I go, oh my God, there's something shiny. And it's Telly Savalas. You know, I was like, whoa, there he is. He turns around and I go, oh, that's him. And next to him is a big guy and it's John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Now I'm really feeling stupid because I have the tuxedo and has the black strip around it. And he probably thinks I'm with the group or
Right.
there to bring him Alka-Seltzer or something, anything. So I don't know, but I'm
Bring
not.
him Alka-Seltzer.
I don't know. Maybe he has a hangover. And he's head straight for me. Boom, boom. He's like walking.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. He goes, how you doing, man? Welcome to Hollywood. My name's John Wayne. I went,
Whoa.
damn. You should wear a name tag, really.
Yeah, because
I would have never
not quite
known.
sure who you were.
And I never forgot that, so I think I did it once when, now that I became part of the establishment, I went over to a couple of young actors. At the Cannes Film Fest, I go, you know, I'm going to do the same thing that John did. And it was like, hi, kid. Sylvester Stallone, welcome to the business. And they went like, man, seriously, I don't want any pictures taken. I went, okay, thank you, young
Really?
creepy guy
Young
with a
creepy
baseball
guy.
hat, turned on backwards, that I want to punch through the wall. Thank you.
No. No, I mean, you
Yes,
did
it
that,
was.
but I think that's, that's a nice thing. It's a nice
Yeah, but
gesture.
no, what is it? No good turn goes unpunished?
No good deed goes unpunished.
Well, that's right, and no good turn goes unstoned, and that's the end of it. And I was like,
I don't know what this is.
Oh.
Honest to God, this is fairly recent.
that's from the last movie. Isn't it nice?
Yeah, this is from the...
Yeah, that's from a film I just did with Schwarzenegger called The Tomb. See, most people take headshots, like when you go in for a job, you go, hi.
Yeah.
This is where I go, hey, you need a guy? You need,
But what,
you need
what
that?
the hell has happened? It looks like...
I don't know. I was doing a fight scene and I just did a twist and the next thing I know, it's like 70 stitches and.
Looks like you've had some sort of musical instrument installed in your
I'm just
lower
saying-
leg.
It's like, da-da-da-da. Now, anyway, from now on, I want you to call me Frankenleg. Is that okay?
But was that a cut with a knife or something?
Well, what it is, the nerves were all twisted and I wrecked the tendon, so they had to go in there and release all the nerves and the pressure and the pain and whatever. You gotta try it. I'm serious. You just need to reach out.
You are impaired.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This
Okay.
you know. It's one thing to get caught with a woman.
Which one gets the brain?
I was gonna. Oh, I win. It's not like it seems, honey. I didn't know. I thought I was alone.
Now, what is this?
I don't. Okay, it's unbelievable. We both ended up with bad shoulders, and I had to get it fixed. And so I made an appointment a week earlier. I couldn't make my appointment. Next day, well, he goes on to do his. And sure enough, as I come out, it's a gridlock. We go like, he's like an intersection, and there he's coming out of surgery, and I'm going into it.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, let's take a photo. I go, this is not gonna translate well. And I said, because I have a syringe in my neck. I said,
let's take a photo.
It's really not gonna work.
Oh,
and I went, oh man,
man.
our faces are red, we're sweaty, we look really vulnerable.
That's one of those things that'll stay with you for quite some time. I was just talking before you came out here, and I didn't know this, and I still don't believe this is true, that there was a time in your career when you and Arnold Schwarzenegger did not like one another, and maybe even more than disliked. Is that true or not true?
You mean violent hatred? Is that
Well,
what you're?
well, you
are
tell me.
going
I heard
towards
that there was an actual dislike, an actual, enmity there.
Have you ever had that ever?
What's that?
Well, when competition where you really have an arch enemy that kind of brings out the best in you. I've heard you did. But no. But my point is, Dave.
I never sold my dog.
No. But as Arnold would say, it really pushed you to accelerate.
So what was it you guys didn't like about one another? It seemed like you would have a great deal in common.
That he was on the planet, basically.
That bothered you.
That sort of bothered me.
He was breathing air.
And that we were on the same.
Yeah.
In the same solar system, actually. And then, after a while, we started. You know what? I started to like this competition. It was one-upsmanship. He would do this, but you get a bigger gun. I'd shoot more people. He'd shoot more people. But then he went into science fiction, which kind of left me behind.
You mean being governor?
Yeah, I'm still driving it. Very fast.
Thank you.
You're very fast. Why didn't you ever take up boxing?
Who told you I didn't?
Okay. Why didn't you ever take up drinking eggs? Okay, there's a challenge.
Here's what I don't understand. All day long, we've been discussing, will we eat raw eggs or will we not eat raw eggs? I said, I'm not eating raw eggs. I don't want salmonella. Sylvester Stallone says, I don't care. I've had everything you can catch. I don't care what. I'm eating eggs. Do we have eggs?
And you're a yoke hero.
Oh, God, how many do you have to eat?
Well, let me see. One. No! You did it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my God. Your staff, you have such egg cred now. Egg cred. Yeah, the yoke's on us, that's for sure.
Now, have you ever had salmonella?
Yeah, I did, actually.
How long am I in for on this?
When you get home, you're gonna start to sit on things. Like you're gonna have a little beaky thing. Beep, 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 beep.
I'm gonna start to sit on things.
Hatch pillows.
Oh
everything.
My God Almighty!
If you have any basketballs at home, get rid of them. But I'm so impressed you ate that crap. I have to do it, but you don't have to do it. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, really.
When was the last time you ate raw eggs?
Really ate them? I guess 1975.
Dear Diary.
Dear